Good evening, everyone. Hello and welcome to day 8. 6, 7, 8. There we go. Day 8 of Sumo, and lots of videos up on the Patreon today. I think I put up 11 videos, a couple Juryo matches, and a whole bunch of top division action for you. So go over there and check that out if you're somebody that's joined over on Patreon. And I went ahead and for the people that are channel members here on YouTube, every boss show I give away some prizes. I just randomly draw. So the two people that won this time were Buddha and Lyndon. Lyndon's already even contacted me. And go ahead and send me an email. And I'm just did that because I'll have time this week with no classes, maybe to run out to the post office and mail out some stuff. But for the people that win the contest, you'll have to just wait until I get back from America at the end of August. But that's okay. Maybe it'll get there and it'll be a nice Christmas present or something, Thanksgiving present or something like that. Okay, let's share the screen and jump in. Lots to talk about today on day 8. Starting off with the NHK site here, with the videos where you can click and just watch individual matches. Somebody pointed out to me in the comments when I mentioned this the other day and recommended it, that it's blocked in a lot of regions. That if I don't know where he was, he didn't mention, but let's say you're in Germany or something and you try to go to this website, maybe it doesn't let you, or it says not available in your region or something like that. So I apologize. Not everything is available for everybody. So yeah, you can let me know if you want, whether you can go. This I got from going to Tachiai, because he always recommends where Tachiai. Hi. He always puts the link right here, NHK videos available here, and it goes to this site. And so I'm guessing it must work in America, at least North America. But you can let me know if it doesn't work for you. And that's the great thing about sharing information in the comments. I appreciate the feedback. Lets me know what I can and can't recommend. Here is the standings for the contest. And Danielle and Tom doing well, but I'll come back to that because that obviously, if you just glance at it, it tells you who won and lost matches today. But as always, spoilers for everything that happened on day 8. And I'm drinking a little oi ocha. This is my favorite green tea here in Japan. I haven't been feeling that well today, so I'm hoping it's just something temporary. So just trying to put in some water and tea and stuff instead of maybe soda or other things that I drink. All right, let's jump into what happened in the matches today. So, just a reminder that the September tournament tickets, if you want to go see Sumo in September in Tokyo, go on sale August 10th. So it's coming up fairly soon. Obviously, Japan time at 10 a.m. on that Saturday. So contact Jeff over at Buy Sumo Tickets or however you get your tickets. And just remember that those tickets are probably going to sell out pretty quickly. And there's links right here. Ticket Osumu English right here if you want to check that out. Okay. So absent Rikshi, nobody, yay. But the big news that I mentioned yesterday, Takeda Fuji coming back to action today in the Juryo division. So let's jump over to the Juryo division. Day 8 Juryo results. And we see that Shishi from Ukraine won today. He was in the one-loss group. So he maintains his one loss at 7-1 now, can get his Kachikoshi tomorrow on day 9, and having a very good tournament at Juryo 10. And then a match I had on the channel was the Hakuoho match against Shirokuma. Both men entered entered that match at 5-2. And obviously Shirokuma won to go to 6-2. Hakuoho now 5-3. And then the final match of the Juryo main slate was Takeda Fuji versus the other leader, Onokatsu, who Started the day 6-1, but lost today to go to 6-2. And Takeda Fuji basically 1-7. So there's an outside chance that he could get his Kachikoshi and go right back up to the top division. He'd have to obviously win the next 7 days in a row. But he looked really good today. I have to tell you, this match is on the Patreon channel if you want to go check it out. Tohakudo, unfortunately, here, the kind of opposite thing happening. A straight Makekoshi, 0-8, not a single win since day one. And was there somebody else that's winless down here? We've got a 1-7 and a 1-7, but nobody else is winless. So the leaderboard there, we'll look at it in a minute, is basically Shishi and then a few guys who are 6-2. And just it was good to see Takeda Fuji back in action. He looked good. And handled the up-and-comer Onokatsu with relative ease today, I would say. Okay, jumping into the top division. The one other Juryo man was Asakoryu. He came up to fight Endo to fill in for somebody that's pulled out of the tournament. And he's at Juryo 4, started the day at 4-3, but lost to go to 4-4. Did his best against Endo, but Endo, had no real problems with him. And he is also now 4-4. Roga beat Hokuto Fuji. Bushozan beat Takara Fuji. So we're hoping that Takara Fuji, who had this streak going of what was it? Most consecutive basho in the Makuuchi division until it was broken when he went down to Juryo in March. And he went down in Juryo 1, got an 8-7, came right back up, got a 9-6, ended up at M13, but now he's not doing so well. We don't want to see him go back down to Juryo, so I'm hoping he can at least get 5 or 6 wins to stay in the top division. Chiranaumi is on the leaderboard, the 2-loss leaderboard. The Maegashira 12 beat Nishiki Fuji today. Ichi Yamamoto beat Kageyaki. Chio Shoma has come back and won 3 in a row, I think, he's won 3 in a row since he came back from injury after sitting out for 5 days. And he has Chiranaumi tomorrow, so that should be a fun matchup on day 9. Chiyoshima beat Nishikigi, so he's our winless guy in the top division. Maegashira 11, 0-8 now, a losing record. But again, at Maegashira 11, he's okay as long as he gets 4 or 5 wins. But, even that might be a struggle at this point if it's something medical or injury related that's keeping him from winning. We had a 5-2 versus 5-2 battle between Wakataka Kage and Shodai, the former Ozeki winning that at Maegashira 10 now to go to 6-2 and be on the leaderboard, 2 off the pace of the Yokozuna. Wakataka Kage falls to 5-3. Midori Fuji won a nice match against Ryuden. Now also 5-3. Ryuden 2-6, so struggling. Kimbozan got his 3rd win by beating Koto Shoho. Tamawashi started strong, I think. Didn't he get like 4 wins in a row? Well, he was 4-1 on day 5 and has now lost 3 in a row, so that's a little worrying. The oldest man in the top division, Tamawashi. Sadanoumi was the victor in that match. He went to 3-5. Oho beat Oshoma. Takanosho beat Mitakeumi. Wakamoto Haru lost to Itami Fuji in a spirited match. So Itami Fuji that Maegashira won now at 3 wins. Wakamoto Haru at 4 wins. And then the main, what would you call it? Sanyaku and above ranked wrestlers. Take a quick drink here. Throat's a little dry. Hirada Umi got a win over Meisei. So he's now 5-3 and looking like he'll get his Kachikoshi no problem. Abi, the Sekewake, beat Gonoyama to go to 4-4. Onosato, the other Sekewake, won. He's now 5-3. Beat Tobizaru, no problem. Tobizaru tried some bizarre leg trip at the Tachiai, and it just whiffed completely. And Onosato had no problem pushing him out. Oshidashi win for the Sekewake. Kotozakura took care of Ura. He's now 6-2, and the top-ranked guy that's not the Yokozuna, basically. Taki Keisho did get a win, and it was a battle between him and Kirishima. in a match where, both really need their wins. So Takakeisho, with 7 days left to go, has got to get 5 wins out of those 7 days to get to 8, and therefore not go down to Sekewake. Kirishima is almost in the exact same position. He's got to get 10 wins, um, and he's already got 4 losses, so he has to win 6 out of his next 7 to get to 10 to not be just a regular rank and file. Well, not rank and file, but regular non-Ozeki. He might stay at Sekewake if he can get to 8 at least, but he won't be an Ozeki anymore. So both of these guys, worrying if you're fans of them, that they can retain their rank. We'll have to see how the rest of the Basho, the second week, goes for them. They're obviously going to have increasingly difficult matches as it gets toward next Sunday. Komasubi Daisho 5-3 because he lost to Hoshoru, who improves to 5-3. The Ozeki being able to handle the Komasubi today in the final match. Or the second to final match, sorry, I should say. And the final match, Terunofuji, the Yokozuna, maintaining his undefeated streak, 8-0 now, and he beat Shonana Umi, who went to 5-3. He was in the 2-loss leader group. I think 7 people started the day with 2 losses, and only about 3 or 4 ended up maintaining that. Terunofuji, of course, maintains a 2-win buffer over the rest of the pack, and it's really looking like it's his Yusho. He's just got to not succumb to any kind of weird, uh, you know, fatigue or anything like that. He looks strong. He's winning well. And yeah, 8-0. He can even afford to lose maybe 1 or even 2 matches and win with a 12-3 or a 13-2. But we'll see. Okay. So let's look at the leaderboard. So that 7 group of guys is now down to 3. Kotozakura, the Ozeki, and then 2 lower ranked Maegashira, Shodai and Shirana Umi at 6-2. So yeah, I think he's just going to steamroll down until he has to fight maybe like the other. Well, I mean, Takakeisho is not going to be a problem. It's really Oshoru, Kotozakura, and maybe Kirishima are his 3 main guys. And it'll be fun to see him fight Onosato. And down in Juryo, 1 leader, just like in the top division, Shishi, and then 4 guys chasing him, 1 off the pace, Onokatsu, Tsurugisho, Shirokuma, and Fujiseun. So I don't know. What do you guys think? Terunofuji, Yusho? Can he go Zensho Yusho? Zensho Yusho means you win all 15 days in a row, no losses, perfect 15-0 record. I believe Terunofuji has done that in his time. Let's go over here and have a look. I think we can figure that out. Now it says he has 9 Yusho, 8 runner-up, and in the special prize, it doesn't say if he has Zensho Yusho. So, boom, 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 boom. All right, let's just quickly glance here and see if we see something where it's all white. Oh, here we go. We got the numbers here. We can just look. So, bum, 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 bum. I feel like he did do it one time in his career. Yep, there it is. His 6U show in 2021 was a Zen show 15-0. And that's the only one. So he's only done it once. I'll let you look up Hakuho and see how many times he did it. It's insane. But there you go. So looking again at the standings now that we know who won and lost today, we got Danielle and Tom tied at the top, 32 points for their team. Both have good teams. A little discrepancy, not identical teams by any means, but yeah, not many people pipped Terunofuji to be the person to get his Kachikoshi first, but he is the tiebreaker there. Well, we got 7 people tied for second place. And what's interesting is a couple of these people, are in second place, but they picked Kotozakura, So if any of these three people had picked Terunofuji, they'd actually be all alone in first place, which means they have a really strong rest of their team. So that's good. That bodes well for them. Um, and then what do we got? 31 people tied for third and so on. I think I highlighted my row here. Let's see if we go down. Yep, there I am. I didn't highlight it, but there it is. So I'm 348 or 347 people are doing better than me. I have 25 points and I'm tied in a big number 8 group here with 25 points. And of course, Ryuden's really the guy that's hurting me. I mean, Asanoyama at least got 3 wins before he left. Ryuden still hasn't gotten 3 wins, and he's been in it till day 8. So the rest of my team's not bad. Onosato, Kotozakura, Wakamoto Haru, Wakatake Kage. But yeah, Ryuden's been hurting me. So, but you know, the Asanoyama would also not do me well. Okay, and then last thing, let's look at day 9. What can we expect? Let's start down in Juryo. Hakuoho starting the day off against a tier 3 wrestler, Koto Kuzan, who I think has been in Juryo before. Then Shishi has Fujiseon, which is a fun matchup because he's 6-2 and 7-1, so they could both have 2 losses if Fujiseon manages the win. And there he is. He's in Fujishima stable. And I think, yeah, he's a rookie. This is his first time in the Juryo division. Who else is in his stable? Let's see. Bushozan. Okay, so Bushozan is his senpai, and he is the only Juryo wrestler. All right, and then let's see. Dun, 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 dun. Aoyama 3-5. Bulgarian looking a little shaky. Asakoru back in the regular matches down here, going up against another person that's 4-4. Takeda Fuji has Toki Hayate in the final match, and Onokatsu, who's in the 2-loss group, takes on the winless Tohakuru. So Tsurugisho Shirokuma. So one of these guys will fall off the leaderboard with a 3rd loss, and the other guy will go to 7-2. And like I said, Shishi can get his Kachikoshi tomorrow. Okay, over in Makiuchi. Let's see, some big matches here. Chiranaumi on the leaderboard goes against Chiyoshoma. Wakatake Kage has Kimbozan. Tamawashi has Ryuden. Shodai on the leaderboard goes up against Oho, who's doing pretty well at 5-3. And then we get into the second half. We got Wakamoto Haru against Takanosho. Tommy Fuji, Shonana Umi. Onoyama going up against Shin Sekewake Onosato. Ura against Abi. Kirishima has Meisei. Tobizaru against Hoshoru. Kotozakura has the Komusubi Hirada Umi. Takekeisho in the penultimate match against Mitake Umi. Both men 3-5. And Terunofuji has a tough opponent, which I'm assuming will be true for the rest of his week. He has the Komusubi Daisho here in the final match of the day on day 9. So, like I said, I hope to be home from work reasonable hour and have good coverage all this week. And then Friday, I'm taking the whole day off. And then Saturday and Sunday, of course, I'll be on the couch watching all day. And I'll probably put up some more Juryo videos on those days. Probably won't have any Juryo videos during the week. And but I'll try my best to continue to do this. And update you every evening with what happened in Sumo for the day. And then it'll all accumulate on day 15 on the 28th. And we'll see who is going to win the Emperor's Cup for the very final time at the arena in Nagoya, where it's being held currently. Okay, guys, that'll do it for day 8. Thanks for watching. See you soon. Peace.